Confessions.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drunken Confessions, Season 3, Episode 2. Woo!
Oh, that's right. I forgot you guys were doing seasons now.
Yes. Well, what do you mean seasons?
It was our subtle way of restarting the count.
I get it.
It restarts the count, and we're just sophisticated like that.
Right. Let's go with sophisticated.
Okay, I'm going with it.
Well, we're doing it.
So how are we today?
How are we?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fabulous.
I'm stressed.
Well,
you have a test to take tomorrow, so.
I have a big test to take tomorrow. Yes.
Well,
so it has me
those STD tests are always big news. So it's. Yeah.
Ain't that?
Oh no, I could pass those, no problem. I'm not gonna say which way, but yeah, no.
She's not gonna say positive or negative, but
right. So, on that note.
Yeah. So I mean, go.
Oh, sorry. All right. So
you can what?
So first of all, we're gonna cheers to another episode. Happy Wednesday, everybody. So for those of you that are watching for the first time or listening for the first time, this is Drunken Confessions. We are missing Stephanie, our head engineer. She's got a busy week moving with her new house. So congratulations to her and cheers again to her.
Yeah,
because that's what we do here on Drunken Confessions.
Yes. Congrats, Steph.
We're also missing Jeremy tonight. He is playing video games.
He found a better date.
Not the first
time. Like,
it happens. Hey,
things happen.
Not judging at all.
Nope, not at all.
Oh,
so poor Dave, you're stuck with the two of us. Sorry. Not sorry.
Not sorry.
I absolutely hate being with two women.
So I am one of your hosts, Amy, joined by the other host, Cass, and joined by our enabler.
That Dave guy.
AKA Dave.
It's a thing.
The enabler, Dave, digressing with Dave. We have all kinds of names for you.
I'm aware. Most of them I probably haven't heard, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I've said several behind your back. That's for sure.
I have, and I say everything to your face.
I know you do. I appreciate that about you.
That's why he's nicer to you than he is to me, Amy.
Yeah, I get that.
Hey, he's being honest.
Breaking news, the press secretary is a little redhead with a semi-bob haircut.
Semi-bob?
Yeah, it's like one of those, I guess it's a lob. It's an almost short like shoulder length bob, almost like bottom of her neck. I think that's called a lob. Maybe.
We call them bobs.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Back in my hairstyling days, we just called them bobs.
I'm just saying it's not one of the blonde Stepford wives. It's just it's radical different.
I haven't turned on the TV at all today. Like I said, been cramming for my test tomorrow.
Understandable.
I've been at work all day, so
you're lame.
There's that.
And like I said, I successfully resisted the temptation that was presented to me several times over the course of the past week, and especially today, to just grab a laptop and park at Whiskey in the Jar and run these shows that I'm running tonight remotely from there. And I was like, no.
I feel like that deserves a round of applause.
It really does, Dave.
Round of applause.
I feel like that's I'm actually a responsible adult because I know me, and while technically possible, yes, I could have hooked into the wireless network. Yes, I could have had the laptop there. No, I could not have been a functioning part of this show had I been at Whiskey since this afternoon. And I would feel really bad for any show that took place after you guys, because that's just there's an acceleration curve at Whiskey in the Jar that just happens. So yeah.
Did you notice he said he'd feel bad for anybody after us? He wouldn't feel bad for us because he's like, you guys are already a mess.
I mean, it's you. Like you're used to me like that. So yeah.
Well, not to mention, I mean, kind of the name of our podcast is Drunken Confessions. It's right in the title.
I keep meaning to mention, like 7:00 might not be the best time to be recording the show. Like I feel like if you're
We
going to
thought about that too. We thought about doing later.
live
We've
the
talked
spirit
about
of
it.
the show, it might need to be later in the evening.
Yeah.
Which we have talked about, which we were going to get with you off air.
Yeah, because if we do it, we'll have to switch nights. But
Yeah,
like
it's
we do like an 8.
not even a show topic, and I preemptively covered something you wanted to talk about. That's
Yeah, but we were going to talk to you about that off show. We didn't want to bore our listeners.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. It's you because you're always making fun of me because I preemptively hit show topipics, and so that wasn't even a topic. Yeah,
Premature Dave, which is another name I say.
Another name. Yep. It does go.
Okay, so what's on deck? What's on the agenda? What's the fun and excitement for the evening, ladies?
Okay, so first of all, has anybody had a hold my beer moment this week?
I haven't had a hold my beer moment, but I did have a God, I'm an idiot moment.
Okay. What was the God, I'm an idiot moment?
Okay, so yesterday, driving home from work. Now, you guys know what the Jeep Wave is. We've talked about it on the show before because Amy absolutely hates it. Basically, when you're driving and you see another Jeep Wrangler, you do the hey.
I'm sorry, Jeep drivers, that your wave is dumb.
You're dumb. Your face is dumb. So anyway, I always do the Jeep Wave because, we let each other know, yeah, you're awesome. You own a Wrangler like I do. So yesterday I'm driving home from work, see a Jeep coming. I'm like, hey. And the guy was like this to me. And I'm like, really? You're going to be an asshole? What, you think you're too good to do the Jeep Wave to me?
And then you realized you waved to him with only one finger?
No, I realized I was driving the Tesla.
That's awesome.
I was like, oh, my bad.
So he just thought you were being a snooty elitist bitch is what was going on.
Oh my God, I cannot believe. Yeah, right?
Hello, peasant in a non-Tesla vehicle. Hello.
I know you think you're cool with your Jeep and your Jeep Wave, but
wave,
Tesla.
shoulder, wrist, elbow, wrist.
Oh my God. I felt like the biggest idiot. I'm just like, oh, my bad. I'm like, I hope nobody else saw me do that.
Well, you know what's funny is ever since she's been doing this Jeep Wave, I always say, maybe I need to start a Grand Prix wave. Because there are still a lot of our Pontiacs out there but instead of a
would it be a wave or would it be more of like
it would be hanging out the window going, hey,
oh my God,
it's still moving.
Oh, see, I was gonna go. I figured it would either be like a shrug or it would be like a U2.
No, they're still moving.
Oh my God,
we got this.
You're just jealous. You don't have a Jeep.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I did not have a hold my beer moment. I did have a cool dad moment, which I feel like people only ever see the drunk side of me on a lot of the podcasts that I hop on. But no, so my daughter, so last week, I had run shows through late at night, and I brought this laptop down with me because I basically ran 2 shows at the same time. I ran one in the studio and then one via Zoom. And I was uploading all the video clips and everything from previous shows to YouTube. And by the time the shows in studio were done, it still had like an hour left. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to sit here. I'm going to bail. And so I just left the laptop there overnight. And I'm like, I got a show tomorrow night. I'll pick it up when I grab that. And well, then the show that was supposed to run that night canceled. And so I was like, well, crap, I have a show that I'm running via Zoom tonight. And I have one that I'm running tomorrow morning. So I got to go get it. So I went and picked up my daughter from school. Because she needed picked up anyway. So I went and picked her up and I was like, hey, she's never been to the DSC studio before, the Container Studio. And so I was like, hey, I have to run down there. Do you want to go? And she was like, oh my God. She's like, yeah, I've never seen it. So we went down there and she got to check out. The restaurants and stuff weren't open because they didn't open until 4 that day, which was kind of a bummer. But she got to see that.
Yeah, especially the ice cream place. That's still open, right?
Oh yeah. I love Raj and Nish. So they were there and she thought it was really, really super cool. But then she looks at me and she's like, hey, didn't you say that you just opened up another studio in Hamtramck? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, where's that? And I was like, well, it's like 5 minutes from here. She's like, well, can we go see that one too? Okay. So and so then we drove up to the Hamtramck Historical Museum, which is where we built out inside of. And she would like, I might as well have not even had gear there. Like she couldn't have cared less about the gear. She was fascinated by the museum.
Oh, that's cool. I've never been there.
Oh, it's so cool. And she like all the different like photos and pictures and like paintings and just like old, like she was just fascinated by it. So yeah, and so they had like a little daddy-daughter day, and she got to see the Hamtramck thing, and then she lorded that over her brother, because Johnny had been to the shipping container studio and she hadn't, so now she's been to that studio, and now she's been to the Hamtramck one, and he hasn't.
So now it's Daddy, like, say more.
Well,
Right.
And she did call me out just to prove that she listens, even when I think she's not listening. As we're getting back in the car, as we're leaving the museum, she's like, "So, where is this whiskey in the jar place that you're always talking about?"
Good for her.
Nowhere you're allowed to go until you're 21.
Good
Young
for
lady.
her. Way to call Dad out.
Right.
Love it.
So we, and it's literally a block and a half away. So I drove her past that. And she was like, Greg, the guy that runs the historical museum, who's been on the Shot at History show before, he was excited that she was excited because she was asking him all kinds of questions and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I mean, it was a good like little daddy-daughter day.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
It is. What about you, Amy? Did you have any?
I'm not.
Sorry.
You know what? I've had a lot of hold my beer moments, but they're usually work related. I'm not going to bore you with all that. But I had a good work week. I will tell you that. It was hold my beer, watch me. I got this.
Good.
So that's about that. So tonight's topic, I wanted to talk to you guys because I am so sick of people right now. Like people ill. Oh.
Dude, I've told you from day one, I like persons. I hate people.
Yes. So what I don't understand about people in customer service, I'm in customer service. I understand customer service. I understand the pressure everyone's at. But when I go to buy a pack of cigarettes, who the fuck you think you are judging me and gonna lecture me about buying cigarettes?
Are you shitting me?
No, I am so irritated with cashiers commenting on the things that you're purchasing. Oh,
really?
You
Dude,
need
I don't
those?
care if I'm going through that checkout line with a lawn chair, a 50-foot length of rope, and vegetable oil. You just shut up, smile, and ring that shit up.
Exactly.
And say, "Have a nice night, sir."
I'm sorry, but like questioning people on what they're purchasing is just the rudest. Like, you're not doing any. I really bit my tongue because I really wanted to say if it wasn't for these cigarettes, I'd probably lose my temper and bitch slap the hell out of you right now.
You know what that might have been? That might have been an out of work record store employee, since those have all closed down. Because I mean, that was. Oh, really? You're buying that?
Yeah, I know. Like, oh, that's your type of music. Really, you're buying a Garth Brooks CD?
Really, you're buying? Oh, hey, Garth was at the inauguration today. Garth was trending.
That's why I brought it up. That's why I was trying to be slick. Oh, look, I have a friend. Hello.
Oh, hi, Bailey.
Hi, Bailey.
Can you get your? Thank you.
As Amy is molested by her dog.
I know, she had her paw on my back, like, Mom. Dog life. So yeah, so cashiers, come on, you guys had to experience stuff there. I mean, there was one time years ago that I remember the first time I was like, who the fuck you think you are? I was scared to death. Everybody who knows me knows that I don't want kids.
Right.
That's just my and I'm okay. You know, you should be okay with me not wanting to have kids. But I was scared to death. I thought I had an oops. And I went to the store and I bought a pregnancy test. And the lady at the cashier, like, it was the worst day of my life. And she's like, oh, congratulations. I was like, yeah, no.
Well, and it's just a test. Like, why would you say congratulations? Because what?
I was like, no.
Well, maybe she was congratulating Amy for getting laid.
There you go. There's the better way to look at it. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
See?
That's why I
congratulations.
I got wrapped up in a conversation. Somebody was like, guys, how do you feel about, like, being asked to go to the store and buying tampons? And I was like, look, I'm like, here's the deal. I'm like, you might as well be holding a sign that says, you know what? I'm probably not getting laid tonight, but I'm in a life situation where I'm probably getting laid.
Or you should really feel sorry for me
Well,
tonight.
no, because I mean, that's just like that's one of those. Hey, there's at least a woman in my life that I'm living with that is of that age. That
No, I'd have to say
Well,
the worst
at your
experience.
age, I feel like they just assume that you have daughters.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good.
Thanks.
Especially as old as you are, Dave. Um,
Oh, I'm sorry. Pot, kettle, Cass on line 1. Yeah.
yeah, but you look older than me.
I don't anymore.
Oh,
I have my little baby face back, dude. I've shaved. Dude, I got carded for cigarettes. That's how.
She's probably blind. So
Possible.
my worst cashier experience, it was right after I had my daughter Hannah. And back then I smoked. And so I ran up to the store to get cigarettes. Now, mind you, I wasn't even a week after I'd had her. No makeup. I had my hair pulled back, looked like death warmed over. And the girl carded me. So I hand her my license, and she looks at my license. She looks at my picture. She goes, "Oh my God, you were so pretty."
See, I don't think you didn't enunciate that properly. She said you were so pretty.
Yes. She
Yeah.
says, "Oh my God, you were so pretty." And I just stood there and I'm like, "Thanks." Thinking to myself, you have no idea how much you're insulting me right
Like
now.
I might have
But
to kill you.
so she goes on, she's like, "This picture," she goes, "I've never seen such a pretty driver's license picture." She's like, "You could have been a model." And again, I'm like, "Thanks again."
But you went and screwed it up by getting all knocked up.
see, I feel like she realized what she said, and then she just kept digging her hole.
she
When
did.
she thought she was digging herself out, she just kept digging deeper.
Mhm. Yeah, so that was my experience with cashiers.
I think the numbest moment. So I went to a Tim Hortons. I stopped at a Tim Hortons, and I wanted to buy what was it? It was 2 dozen donuts, 2 dozen muffins, and some of those Timbits things because there were like people coming over, and it was like a breakfasty brunch thing. And so I get there and I walk in. The days before COVID when you could actually walk into places. And so like I walk in and I tell her what I need, and she's like, and everything's full, like all the cases are full. And she's like, and the lady, she looks at me dead in the eye and she says, I can't sell you that many. And I went, wait, what? And she's like, she's like, I can't sell you that many. And I'm like, why? She's like, well, because other people might come in later and want stuff, and then we would be out. And I'm like, wait. Here's the thing. I know. I get it. I know you are just like a frontline cashier person. So I know this is not your decision. So I am not going to have this conversation with you. I want you to go find whatever manager told you that was the rule and bring them up here for me to have a conversation with.
Yeah, right.
And so she was like, and she literally looked at me dead in the eye and nodded her head and went, thank you. And she walked, so she walks back. Manager comes up and she was like, well, what seems to be the problem? I'm like, look, I'm trying to get 2 dozen donuts, 2 dozen muffins, and then a thing of Timbits because I got some people coming over. And she was like, oh, well, we require advance ordering for that, yada, 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 because we might run out. I'm like, okay, so let me just walk you through this process. I'm like, so number one, you make this stuff here, right? Like it's not like delivered, like you actually make it here. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so you can make more if you need to. Let's just set that baseline. I'm like, but then number two, your concern is instead of the customer in front of you right now that wants to buy things, you're worried about a hypothetical customer that might come in later and might want something. And keep in mind, like, your things are full. Like, I'm not asking you for a dozen of that to make you out of it. I want you to mix them up and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's just the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, I need to know, like, walk me through this. And she stops and she looks at me and she, like, I could hear the hamster wheel in her head where she was like, this asshole is never going to get out of my store. And so she just went, and she just turns to the other lady. She's like, just give it to him. Just sell it.
Just shut him the hell up and get him out of my store. I can see that.
Although the funniest one was I was at a Starbucks once and I ordered a giant mocha Slurpee. And they hate when you do that because they want you to use their words. It's a venti mocha frappuccino, sir. No, it's a giant mocha Slurpee. And she and so I got the giant mocha Slurpee. And as the girl's making it, she's like, "And do you want whipped cream on that?" And it was a Starbucks that I went to fairly regularly. So like I, had previous conversations and a little bit of banter and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm not really feeling that gay today. And she looks at me with the whipped cream thing in her hand and she just deadpan. She goes, yeah, it's the whipped cream that makes this drink gay.
Well, which actually brings me up to the next thing is like, you also, in return, you need to watch what you say to the person checking you out, collecting your money, whatever, cashiers.
Mm-hmm.
Because being in customer service, the things people say to me, I'm like, what? And, like, I have to be professional. I can't joke back with you and tell you what real Amy wants to say.
Right.
It throws me off my game, man.
Hell, you should try being in a professional place. Can't do that.
See, and honestly, that's one of the reasons why I'm perfectly happy about running my own thing, owning my own thing, because I don't have to be like I can be a dick if I need to be a dick, and I have fired customers. And I love every minute of it. And I did there was one not too long ago where I literally just like, because she was getting all uppity and just icky with me, and I just looked at her. I'm like, and I just went, who the F do you think you're talking to?
Was it me?
And she was yeah, no, that's like a nightly occurrence. And she was just like, she's like, well, I'm sure the owners wouldn't appreciate this. And I looked at her and I reached into my pocket, pulled out my business card and handed it to her. And I'm like, so by the way, I am the owner. And oh, by the way, if this is how you're going to treat our engineers, we don't need you in our studios ever again. Bye.
Yeah, that does feel good when you can say that to the person.
All right, so this isn't a drunken confessions, but it's a drinking moment.
Okay,
so,
I can drink.
PSA announcement: if you're the customer or the person checking the customer out, just remember, we are all going through some shit. Quit judging each other so quickly and watch your words.
Absolutely. Like you do not know, dude, we all have baggage and damage and mental illness and chaos like right now. Like, and if you don't realize that, F everything about you. Like that just shows how unaware you are of the world around
some
you.
Some of y'all have a lot more than others. Just saying.
Well, which is true.
My baggage is pretty and matching.
I'm just saying, you never know what the person next to you is going through. So like, don't be so quick to be a bitch or a dick.
I tend to, and I know this is hard to believe about me, but I tend to not be the one that escalates the situation. But I will respond in kind. I like, and I do, well, okay, I won't initially escalate a situation, but as soon as you go here, I'm going to go here. Like no. You're gonna pull out a knife and I'm gonna nuke you. Like that's
not you, Dave. No,
I know. No one like me.
All right. So on that note, we do have a game for you guys tonight,
and I'm gonna win because you did 5 questions and Dave gets 5 questions. So as long as I get a couple, I'll beat either one of you because you can't count your own questions.
Exactly.
So my goal is to win today.
Oh, rude.
Yeah, we should have had her come up with 5.
Too bad.
Tried to.
See what happens when drunk Amy makes the podcast like sober cast.
Sounded good last night to me. I knew that last night though. I wasn't going to stop you two from deciding you guys were going to do all the questions. So
yeah, I was trying to be helpful.
So I appreciate it.
You want me you want me to do mine first?
Yeah, go for it.
I got mine here handy. Okay.
All right, let me keep score.
Yeah, well, no, I'm going to keep score because you're a cheater.
I do not cheat.
Really? I have a pool table that says otherwise.
I think you just get drunk and get confused.
I think like context might matter there because what's Cass doing on your pool table that qualifies as cheating?
Only you would go there, Dave. Only you.
Not only me. I assure you there are other people out there besides me that would go there.
Actually, I never cheat at pool.
Those are the people we want listening.
I never cheat at pool. I might cheat at giving myself an extra point on our scoreboard, though.
There you go.
Just to make sure everyone knows I don't cheat at pool.
For 1 sec. I'm gonna go grab some more ice before we go any further. I want to be smart.
He wants to be smart.
Ice makes him smart, I guess.
Frozen water makes him smart, Cass.
Hey, if it works for him, then I know what I'm buying him for Christmas.
So pretty.
I'm buying him ice cube trays for Christmas. I'll be like, here you go.
I'm gonna get him the fancy ones that they're like
like you can do like the ball or the stars,
or maybe some penis ones.
I have ones that you could do them. There are ice shot cups, shot glasses.
Oh,
so that one's kind of cool in the summer. You can do ice shots in them.
I might have also added more vodka because I'm a moron. But hey.
Because you can't be too smart.
Nope. Okay, so I will start with mine.
Okay.
And so the way I did mine was kind of there is a point and a possible bonus point.
Oh, I like bonuses.
You got really fancy. You got way more fancy than me, but okay.
Well, I mean, I when I'm stuck with two women, I try to impress. I mean, I up my game.
Oh my God, you're so lame.
It takes more than a couple points to impress me, buddy.
Yeah, no, we heard those stories last night. Yeah.
I think we're past the point of you impressing the two of us.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I had a little bit to drink last night.
All right, so the 1, 2, 3, the first 4 questions revolve around oldest bars. And so, for example, question 1, and wait, how do you want to do it? Like, is this a people jumping in kind of thing? Like, what's the scoop?
Yeah, if you have the answer, say your name, and then whoever asks the question, you have to figure out who said their name first to answer first.
Okay.
All
right. So question number 1 is oldest continuously operating bar in the city of Detroit.
Amy.
Okay.
I am going to go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say it's what's the rest of the name? That Miami bar.
Ooh, no, Old Miami isn't even close.
Old Miami.
You didn't even get the name, Amy.
I know, but okay.
What the actual fuck?
Okay, so I was wrong.
Continuously running bar in Detroit. I get to think about it for a minute.
I knew I should have had the Jeopardy music.
Oh, your name.
Oh, you have to say your name. Okay.
I'm going with Grand Trunk.
Oh, that was my second answer.
No, the correct answer is the Two-Way Inn.
Oh.
And so bonus question. And with the bonus question, we're going to go the person who gets us the closest, because I mean, if you hit the exact one, obviously you win, but whoever gets the closest. What year was it established? Amy, I'll let you go first.
1926.
I'm sorry?
1926.
Okay. Cass?
I will go with 1902.
Cass is closest, but you are both way over. It was established in 1876.
Damn.
So I get the bonus point, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because you were closest. So Cass gets the point.
Okay, so now, similar question. What and where is the oldest continuously operating bar in the state of Michigan? And yes, I'm using this as a checklist of places that I need to go in my life.
Amy, I'm gonna go with Grand Rapids.
Nope. Cash, you got anything?
The Two-Way Inn.
It would seem like a logical guess. No. So the oldest operating continuous, and I wanted to specify continuously operating, because obviously there were older ones that came and went and all that stuff. But it is the Old Tavern Inn in Niles, Michigan.
Where's Niles, Michigan?
It's a ways away. It's
okay.
like
Thanks.
I GPS'd it. It's like a 2.5 hour drive.
Okay.
But again, same question. What year was it established? And Cass, I'll let you go first this time.
Who goes first? Me or Amy?
Oh, no, I said Cass. I'll let you go first this time.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Sorry. 1891.
Okay, Amy.
1872.
So Amy wins that one because it was 1835.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Hmm.
I got a point.
All right.
Your
next.
questions are a lot harder than mine, Dave.
I know. The fuck. Go ahead, Dave. Next question.
So again, continuing the
Just saying.
theme, oldest continuously operating bar in the United States. Where do you think it is?
Oh, we
In
only
the
have to tell state?
United- Yeah, the
Yeah,
state.
well, I'll make it easy. We'll go
Kathleen.
state.
Okay. Chaos.
Okay,
I'm going to go Virginia.
wrong.
Okay.
Amy?
I have 3 in my head, but I'm going to go with Tennessee.
Also wrong. So the oldest continuously operating bar is the White Horse Tavern in Newport, Rhode Island. It is also acknowledged.
Oh, I never would have guessed that.
It is also acknowledged as the 10th oldest continuously operating bar in the world. It is a National Historic Landmark. And again, same bonus question: what year do you think it was established? And so this one goes back to Amy.
I don't know. I feel like 1801. Like we keep getting further and further. 1801.
Cass?
1776.
Cass would be closer, but still off by more than 100 years. It was
Oh,
established
1600s, huh?
1673.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Continuously
right.
operating and in the same building, no less.
Well, at least we can get close with our
Maybe I
bonus
need to
questions.
listen to more shots of history. I feel like if I listened to that more, I would have figured that out.
Maybe.
All
So
right.
and then speaking
Next.
of history, so here's the natural fourth question to this one. Longest continuously operating bar in the world. I will go yeah, let's go country.
Cass.
Okay.
England.
Wrong.
Mm,
Probably should have. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Let's see if my second guess would be closer.
Ireland?
I'm sorry, what?
Ireland?
That would
Ireland.
be correct.
Oh, look at you, girl.
Sean's Bar in Athlone, Ireland. So and then again, let's go with year established. And Cass, it's your turn to go first.
1346.
Okay, Amy.
1502.
So Cass got closer, but now off by hundreds of years. The earliest known date that they can find for anything is AD 901.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to know that they had alcoholics way back then.
So yeah, so that's those four. Well, I go to 2A in quite a bit, but those other 3 bars are on my to-do list. It's a thing.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And so this one I was going to go with a little bit. I wasn't sure how I wanted to do this one. So I have 7 popular I'll let you guys decide how I do this one. I have the 7 most popular drinks of 1921. So I figured, we'll go 100 years back. What were the popular drinks? Do you want to give me the names of those drinks, or do you want me to give you the names of the drinks and you tell me what you think is in them?
You give the names of the drinks.
Or was that just way too complicated of a question and I should just
Yeah, it was. That's way too complicated. You have 7. That's 7 things I have to remember that you're about to say to me.
Can we go top 3?
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
say
you what.
number 1 is White Russian.
I'll tell you what. So we'll just go with it's the 7 popular drinks of 1921. Let's see if you guys can make it through them. So, and Amy, give me a popular drink one of the top 7 popular drinks in 1921.
A White Russian.
No. Cass.
Highball.
Surprisingly, no.
Martini. Do I need to specify?
Yeah, because it's a specific one.
Like a gin martini?
I didn't hear you, Amy. Sorry.
Oh, anyway.
Oh, I said shaken, not stirred, but what's Cass's?
Oh no, I said like a gin martini.
Close. So I mean, you know what? I'll give you that one because a gin martini is typically called a Gibson. And
Okay.
yeah, so that.
Okay.
So yeah, I do. I think this last question might have been a little too complicated. I'll just give them to you. So the top 7 popular drinks were so it starts with a Blood and Sand, which is Scotch, cherry liqueur, and an orange peel. And followed by, or one above that, is a Gibson, which is gin, dry vermouth, and a cocktail onion. And then a Grasshopper, which is green mint liqueur and white cacao.
I know how to make a grasshopper because I learned it from the Big Bang Theory.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that was Kuthra Polly's drink. Yeah. And then a Rob Roy, which is Scotch, sweet vermouth, and bitters. Yep. A French 75, which is gin, lemon juice, and simple syrup. A Negroni, which is gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. And the number 1 drink of 1921 was a Sidecar, which is cognac, triple sec, lemon juice, and an orange peel.
Mm-hmm. I should have known that one.
So I feel like you both wound up tied on that one, if I recall correctly.
Yes, it's 4-4. Yeah. All right, so now Cass and Dave have to answer mine, which are nowhere near as hard as
4. How do we get 4-4?
Oh, I'm sorry, 2-2. I had it.
I've answered 4 questions. If we both get a point for the last one, you only answered 1. I got 3 bonus questions, honey.
Did you? Oh, okay. I'm drinking, so whatever.
You told me I'm the cheater. Wow.
All right, so here's my question.
Never let Amy be the banker in Monopoly.
I know.
No, never. All right, so mine are not as crazy as Dave's. Pool ball set includes how many balls?
Dave. So technically it is 16.
That's correct. Dave gets a point. All right, question 2. Mine are all bar themed, by the way. What is the diameter of a standard dartboard?
Dave. That is 2 feet.
No.
Oh.
15 inches?
No.
It's 3 feet, isn't it?
It's 17 by 34.
Oh.
4 inch. Okay, other than water, what is the most common beverage at a bar? Well, no, hold on, not at a bar. Other than water, what's the most common beverage with people? Like, besides water, what's the most common thing that you drink?
Dave, I'll go beer.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Beer.
No.
I'm going with soda.
No, it was tea.
Oh.
Damn Europeans.
I know. I don't agree with that.
You know what? Yeah, I never thought about Europe.
Okay, what U.S. state drinks the most alcohol per person?
Kathleen. Or Cass. Or me.
Since when did you call Since when do you call yourself Kathleen?
I know. It's been a weird day.
Yeah, that was scary.
I know I called myself Kathleen. Who knew? I'm gonna go with Michigan.
No.
No, I'll go Wisconsin.
No.
North Dakota.
No.
Utah. No, they're all Mormons. They don't drink over there.
Dave, you get she said 2 answers. You get 2 more answers.
Per capita, shit.
Nevada.
Illinois.
Damn it, Cass just said it, and she cheated.
Well, I just thought about it. I'm thinking Vegas. Why would I not say?
I know, but you said it. Dave still had 2 more chances, and you.
I'm sorry.
You don't get that point.
Fine then. Don't give it to me.
Okay, and the last question I have, which I'm going to pronounce wrong.
I still win.
Pulque, I think is how you say it. I'll spell it. Pulque.
Okay.
Is a beer made from what?
I'm gonna guess cactus. Dave, what's your guess?
I think it's like PLQUE. I don't know. Truffles. I don't know.
No, Cass got it with cactus.
Did I really?
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you knew that. And that kind of upsets my soul that you that you got that.
Why? You don't think I'm really smart, huh?
Because I feel like you pulled that out of your butt.
I did, but I pulled it out really well.
You
So
did.
you're welcome. So on that note, I won.
Oh, so I guess as the losers, Dave and I have to drink. Cheers, Dave.
Oh no! Oh no! Don't make me do that.
That was fun. So next time we play, I'll come up with all the questions.
Yeah, I mean, mine were bar themed because you said bar themed, and I didn't really. I should have asked more questions about where you were going.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it to be that difficult.
Sorry, I was gonna make a joke about being hard, but I'll be good.
Lord.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Well, I think we had no drunken confessions. Anybody got a drunken confession you want to confess to me? You need to clear your sins.
I don't sin, honey.
Just remember, premarital sex is not a sin if you do it doggy style, because all dogs go to heaven. That's how it goes.
Is it premarital sex though if you don't married?
If you have no intention of getting married, there you go.
Think about it.
Yeah, no, I honestly, no, I mean, I know, I mean, I think you've been around on every Zoom that I've been drunk. So I feel like if anything had happened, you would already know it and I would have nothing to confess. Yeah, no.
No, it's been kind of a boring couple of weeks, I think.
Oh, I don't think, no.
Well, it
No,
hasn't been it hasn't been
It has
boring.
not been a boring.
However,
My personal life has been boring. Let's put it that way.
all right. So this week, honestly, because there's so much going on in the world, we all know what's going on in the world. This podcast is definitely not about politics and all the serious shit. So that's we're cutting this episode a little short because it's really hard not to talk about.
It's true.
There's plenty of, well, yeah, but no, I mean, there's plenty of stuff to talk about besides politics. Yeah,
Yeah, like how old bars are.
exactly.
And the top 7 drinks 100 years ago.
And I do.
1,000 years ago would have been easier. It would have just been like wine and
beer.
mead.
Yeah. No,
It
so
would have been wine and mead.
like my goal is I'm going to make it through that list of drinks. I want to go ahead and make them.
I agree. I want a sidecar now. Will do.
I feel like we have the recipe for Amy's birthday in February.
There you go.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, so I think Cass, you've got the cheers for the night, don't you?
I do. It's a little bit of a long one, but I like. If I can get it right. Here's to roses and lilies that bloom, and you in my arms and me in your room. A door that is locked, a key that is lost, a bird in a bottle, and a bed that is tossed, and a night that is 50 years long. It was cute.
All right,
It
cheers.
was cute. You didn't think it was cute? No?
And
It was.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I heard crickets, okay?
I mean, it was I was waiting. It was getting a little Dr. Seussish. I was waiting, but yeah.
Shush.
Seussish.
All right, Dr. Seuss is one of my favorites. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So much. I was born on his birthday.
Dr. Seuss is kind of cool.
Really cool. All right, on that note, we will see you in 2 weeks. We will have a lot more to talk about by then.
Oh, inevitably.
Oh, for sure. Especially after some Zooms that we're going to have coming up. Oh, and I bought Jackbox TV, so that makes it even more fun because I can play it too now.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So, all right, Amy, anything else before we skedaddle?
No, everybody, just thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Be safe, be smart, be kind. Just respect one another no matter what. Just respect another human being, please.
Right. And if you just decide you want to talk shit about somebody, you can come.
Yeah, then contact Cass because
I'll listen.
And probably join in.
all right, guys, thanks for joining us tonight on Drunken Confessions. And I hope we didn't bore you too much. And join us in 2 weeks.
See you then.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks again for listening to our show tonight. If you want more information, you can find it at facebook.com/My Drunken Confessions.